Welcome, it's Solwyn here, and I'm striking back with a new series. In some of my previous videos I talked about Paladin and Royal Paladin Spawns compilation. Since then I was playing casually on my RP character, very slowly grinding towards level 50. Let me present you my small level Paladin. I'm going to start this new series by showing 4 hunting spots for level 50s, which I have tried. As usual, before we start, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Let's start. Bonebeasts in Old Fortress, under the main Edron's floor. I highly suggest start by taking a task for these monsters in Port Hope. Those POW and FOR points are going to be useful when you get to the higher level. Getting to the spawn is super easy. Take a look on this map I attach on the screen. Bonebeasts are weak to holy damage for 25% and 10% for fire damage. So we are going to make a use of mass suns quite often. When you get to the spawn, throw some firewalls in these corridors. It's going to be helpful when running around. Bonebeasts are not that dangerous, but vicious squires are. They can deal over 400 physical damage, so take care. I was mostly hunting in this part of the spawn, where I threw a firewall on the left and another one below me. Like I mentioned before, mass suns. When you face more than one monster, just hit it with holy. Sadly with that playstyle, you're going to be wasting a lot. It's definitely not a place for low budget characters. Keep that in mind. Although you can minimize your waste by not using AoE spells and runes, but experience will be affected quite significantly. About the experience. I was able to get over 300k per hour on green stamina without any praise. Depending on your gear, this number may be increased. Also, let me know down in the comments how you prefer to play as Paladin. Do you kill monsters one by one or more like a mage with runes and AoE spells? Comment down below. I'm looking forward to your feedback. Supplies. Last one thing. I used over 100 strong mana potions and almost 100 GFBs and 20 firewalls during my half an hour hunt. Let's move on to another spawn. So, Moon, Peninsula Tomb, which is located southwest from the city. Get yourself a scarab coin, because this is required to get past the blue teleport. Here we are going to face quite a lot of monsters. Let me list all of them: Crypt Shambler, Ghost, Stalker, Vampire, Mummy, Gargoyle and Demon Skeleton. Equip yourself with a physical mitigation items, because monsters may need this kind of damage here. Whole playstyle is basically the same as in previous hunting ground. Run around in each of those rooms and try not to lure more than 2 vampires, because this may end up badly. Additionally to mass suns, I was using great fireballs / avalanche runes. It's all up to you, especially to kill ghosts or other easy monsters. When it comes to layout, running on this main floor may be good enough, but I suggest checking the lower floor as well. On the lower one you'll find more vampires and bonebeasts. After around 20 minutes I was able to get over 250k per hour. Thanks to vampires and imbuements, I ended up with a profit, so it's a great news and a nice addition to this bonebeast spawn in Edron. I mentioned imbuements. It's because vampires drop a vampire teeth, which are used to life leech imbuement. They are usually quite expensive. So, one last thing, supplies. I used over 100 strong mana potions and almost 100 runes during my half an hour hunt. Third location in our compilation, Port Hope and Coryms. It's really close to the city, so running back for supplies is going to be easy and no time consuming, so it's a great news. Let me tell you a few words about the monsters. So we are going to face 3 types of Coryms here: Charlatan, Skirmisher and Vanguard. At level 50 and above, they should not be a problem, but you never know what could happen there, so get yourself at least one stealth ring, because they don't see through invisibility. They deal all physical damage, but vanguards, as they could hit you with a death beam or poison wave. Luckily for us, 2 of Coryms are slightly vulnerable to holy damage. Only slightly, it's 5%, but it's still better than nothing. So AoE style here as well. Lure 3 to 4 monsters and spam your divine spells, plus some GFBs or avalanche runes. Respawn is huge and contains many floors. I was running on the lowest one, so -3, and one up higher, -2. Experience is quite decent, let's say, around 200k per hour. Sadly, they don't drop that many items compared to our waste here. Do not expect to make money, although you can take weapons they drop and make some loot bags, which later on you may sell to Ravzan in Venor. But it's all up to you, what do you prefer? And we slowly managed to get to the last spawn. Something more chilling and less wasteful. Dragons, probably the second most old school type of monsters right after the demon. The spot I'm talking about is located in Yalahar, so access to that city is required, but to be honest, every dragon lair will do the job. I think especially the one in Darashia. Beside dragons, you will encounter elf arcanists over here. When you finally get to the spawn, pick the North Hall. I like this one the most because of the layout. It's really easy to run, dodge, and there are only dragons. I'm talking about this because in the other two there are a single serpent spawn and hydra spawn, so be aware. Stack your distance fighting to increase the damage output. Killing monsters one by one is super easy and chilling at the same time. And to be honest, this is why I like paladins. I use the spacebar key to select target. Tactic is more than easy, select dragon and keep the distance. There are 2 spots where you may be attacked by 2 dragons, not one. I will mark them on the map. Do not place yourself in the front of both, because this may end up badly. These fire waves could hit pretty hard, up to 170 fire damage. When it comes to supplies, you are not going to need many mana potions. I suggest taking around 50 mana potions and take as many arrows as you can, because this will dictate how long the hunt will last. After around 20 minutes, my analyzer was showing 200k per hour of experience. I think this is a nice result given that you hunt one monster at the time. When it comes to loot, this is kinda tricky. You can end up with a really nice profit, but at the same time you may end up with just nothing. So to minimize waste, I suggest bringing a obsidian knife and use it on the dead dragons to acquire green dragon leathers, which are being used to fire reduction damage imbuement. And this was the last spot in this video. I hope you found this useful. If yes, then please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I already have recorded new video for you, the part 2. I will be releasing this sometime from now, just have to do the editing, and this takes quite a lot of time to be honest. So stay tuned guys. And one more last thing, please let me know in the comments down below, how do you like this new Paladin series? I'm really looking forward to your feedback. So cheers guys, see you in the next video, bye!